Preparations for escape. I hardly expect that the reader will credit me when I affirm that I lived in that little dismal hole, almost deprived of light and air, with no space to move my limbs for nearly 7 years. But it is a fact, and to me a sad one, even now, for my body still suffers from the effects of that long imprisonment, to say nothing of my soul. The slight roof was getting badly out of repair, and Uncle Philip was afraid to remove the shingles lest someone should get a glimpse of me. When storms occurred in the night, they spread mats and bits of carpet. To cover the roof in the daytime might have attracted attention. Consequently, my clothes and bedding were often drenched, a process by which the pains and aches in my cramped, stiffened limbs was greatly increased. I revolved various plans of escape in my mind. My restlessness increased. I had lived too long in bodily pain and anguish of spirit. Always I was in dread that by some accident or some contrivance, slavery would succeed in snatching my children from me. This thought drove me nearly frantic, and I determined to steer for the North Star at all hazards. My friend Peter came one evening and asked to speak to me. "I have found a chance for you to go to the Free States. You have a fortnight to decide." I told him the temptation was exceedingly strong, but I was terribly afraid of Dr. Flint's alleged power over my child. He said such a good chance might never occur again. I ought not to hesitate a moment. The anticipation of being free woman proved almost too much for my weak frame. The excitement stimulated me and at the same time bewildered me. I was to escape in a vessel, but I forbade to mention any further particulars. Yet, even with the blessed prospect of freedom before me, I felt very sad at leaving forever that old homestead where I had been sheltered so long by my dear old grandmother, where I had dreamed my first young dream of love. I shall never forget that night. The balmy air of spring was so refreshing, and how shall I describe my sensations when we were sailing freely on Chesapeake Bay? Oh, the beautiful sunshine, the exhilarating breeze, and I could enjoy them without fear or restraint. I had never realized what grand things air and sunlight are till I had been deprived of them. 10 days later, we left land. We were approaching to Philadelphia.